Are you prepared to witness the greatest Mermonkey you'll ever see in your life? Well, stick around to find out what that looks like. And yes, this is going to be done in the DLC because this is the only way without mods to be able to turn the Mermonkey into a monster. So let me give you a rundown on the starting party. Brickle, of course, to give attack speed to our Mermonkeys. Lifeguard Brickle gives us an artifact that allows us to place 2 portable lakes per map, which guarantees that the Mermonkey can be placed on water and thus affected by Brickle's buffs. As for the permanent artifacts, here are the 3 that I picked out. This is a must. Fata Morgana basically gives the Mermonkey literally everything you could ask for. Range, pierce, lifespan, ability cooldown, and reflecting off-map borders. And to get such satisfying ability uses that you saw at the very beginning, Hawk's Eye gives us 0 shot spread, which is the perfect artifact for that ability, as well as a general attack speed buff for my legendary. Tit for Tat makes them all shoot 66% faster on a small expense. We're also going to be bringing XP shot bonuses, so let me give you a rundown too of what I currently have unlocked. I bought a lot of things here already, but a quick TLDR is I now have a discount on buying my tier 3, 4, and 5 upgrades, as well as a higher chance of getting big boy artifacts at merchants, and extra starting power, more legendary tiles. And now let me introduce a timer here that we're going to keep track of for this run. Reason being, I kind of want to do something that I would like to call a casual speedrun, and that is trying to get a good time beating all 4 stages of the campaign in one go, but while not pushing it to guarantee that we actually win this run, and we're able to see a very strong Mermonkey in the process. Let's start the timer, and let's hit play. But I figure this is a lot easier for myself, because the last couple times I did speedruns, like, I'm not built for true tryhard runs, like spending 8 hours to fail every single attempt except for one of them. We're also just going to re-roll because we got the longest map of the game. I don't think I want to do that. Now, this does beg the question, why do I have to play all 4 Legends episodes or all 4 stages in one go here? Because in my previous runs, I've been starting off with like 1 stage per episode, and that's because I feel like it's better contained that way to do it all once, and while speeding through it in the process. Also, starting campfire here, I'm going to upgrade from 021 to an 031 Mermonkey, and probably at the next campfire, I can go from 031 to 041, just like that. We've got a very cheap Arctic Night. Sadly, there's no campfires in the short path we're going to take here, and yes, you do want to take the short path if you want to save the most amount of time. But yeah, I don't like those super sweaty, grinding speedrun type challenges, but I do like some sort of challenge, so that's why I think a casual speedrun is a good compromise. Anyway, I do want to ask you guys on your thoughts on this style of video, because another reason is, frankly, I don't like splitting things into multiple parts. I mean, I kind of had to in my deep chimps runs that went 15 stages, because there's no way I could put all 10 hours in one video. Then you'd get no videos for that time. I make that 10-hour video, but yeah. I figure it makes sense to do these kind of things in one video because it's a showcase of one specific strategy, like the Mermonkey that I haven't yet honestly tested out in Rogue Legends yet. Let's stop the yapping for a time being. Oh, we got the bug. It skipped the merchant for me. Apparently, if you double-click or something, that will happen. Wow. Is that not the unluckiest thing or what? Well, it's fine because there's going to be a merchant at the end anyway. It's not like we skip on a free reward. We still have to pay at the merchant. But it does lose us several options that could have maybe saved us time. And also, if I'm doing speedrun, even though it's casual, I probably shouldn't be using a speed hack. That being said, let me know your thoughts on these casual speedruns because I kind of like it in theory. I like playing Rogue Legends, so this is a good excuse to play it, while also showcasing something really cool in the process, in my opinion. And fancy, now we got our first mini-boss. We gotta beat Elite Blast Bopos here, a minimum 10 pops to get any reward. Now the thing is, we don't have enough starting cash, sadly, to start with an Arctic Knight, but we're close. We need about $10,000 or so. I guess in the meantime, I'll also drop that 120 heli pilot to do a little bit of damage here. We should also use some of these temporary boosts. Let's pick 15% damage and patiently wait our way towards the 10k Arctic Knight. If I'm able to get a campfire to upgrade this to Arctic Knight, then instead of paying 10k for it, I probably think I'd pay 6k for the entire tower in total. My guess only. Also, I guess I forgot, but the Riptide Champion can't pop purples. Wow. I didn't think about that, did I? Hang on. If I get an embrittlement, does that... Well, I can't afford it. But doesn't an embrittlement make it so it pops any type of balloon for me? Also, my bad, I'm trolling like crazy. Now it's out of range of my ice tower. Okay, fine. We'll just break down Blast with helipods for the meantime. So much for a Mermonkey showcase. Like, I literally can't even show it, because it can't pop purple. How sad. But let me cook here, right? Just because we're not gonna hit the goal, let me show you what happened if I bought embrittlement. Does it start damaging now? No. No, okay. Embrittlement only loses lead immunity, not purple immunity. Okay, good to know. What's the final boss of this, by the way? I don't think I actually saw. And what artifact can we pick on top of this? So, Add a Preserved is actually pretty decent, because that would now mean we can make the ability last 20% longer, but it already bounces off map order, so it's not that good. Ability stacking sounds interesting, because then we can stack the Arctic Knight ability, even though it's slower, to use it mostly when we need it, so we'll pick that. It seems like the most useful. Anyway, the final boss looks like Dread Bloon, so I think we'll be fine. Okay, we're gonna skip one tall here. We're playing too damn many even for a casual speedrun. Before we reach the final boss, let's check out the minigame here. Okay, cool, a race. How good of Mermonkey is Mermonkey against racing? I'm not sure. But we do have Ice Tower, so I'm actually going to use that instead. Don't worry. The Mermonkey showcase will come eventually, but for the time being, we have to go for the good stuff. So, we can afford a Embrittlement straight up, right? Awesome. Only bad thing is that I can't get a Mermonkey just yet. I gotta wait $1,000. Embrittlement's needed though, otherwise the Mermonkey can't actually hit the shards from the Ice Monkey, which is kind of annoying. But I believe the legendary goal to reach was 250, so let's be patient here. Don't leak too much, although we do have 450 lives to work with, so I think this amount to leak is fine. But once you get Mermonkey down, I think we can start going a bit harder, right? Put on strong and send out 15 rounds, I'd say. Not the mob just yet, because I'm scared. Actually, screw it, let's go. Use the ability to Brickle. And alright, Embrittlement shredding. I think we're confident enough to go for all the way. Let's beat this F mode first, and then we're talking. Awesome. All the way now. Clean. I say clean. Hold up, hold up, hold up. There's a lot of balloons leaking here. Let's get another Mermonkey back here to help out. This is very spooky. Okay, how about Ice Shards to help out? Ice Shards? Please don't tell me I choked here. I think I need a Razor Rotors. That would be a little bit more consistent in proccing the Ice Shards. There we go. Okay, that was a bit aggressive, but it paid off. Because we're gonna smash 250. Nice. Free Legendary. So now we want to pick something that synergizes with our Mermonkey, if possible. Perfect. We found it. A free 30% damage on Mermonkeys, I will take it. Now we just have to worry about the immunity, or the lack of being able to pop purples, leads, and everything with the middle path. Thankfully, there are artifacts to help cover that, but we have to run into those first. I think I'd like to take this one. Generous Disposition will allow every monkey in the radius of Brickle to do 20% extra damage to mobs / bosses too. And you know what, in the meantime, we can outbuff them too. We have a lot of tokens to spare, so why not get some early game power to make getting future rewards a little bit easier. And the good news is that the heli pilots in our party will be good for the magic layer of Dread Bloon. And even greater news is that we have a lot of starting cash now to start off with an Arctic Knight straight up. So check this out, y'all. This, and Arctic Knight. We'll outbuff it too, and let's begin. We'll set the reticle over here, and check this out. Ability in a straight line makes it so that you get a very, very satisfying pattern on the Arctic Knight. That also does a crap ton of damage. Take a look at that. One ability use basically gets us to skull number 1, just like that. And the second ability use, which I'm going to combine with Brickle for funsies, will give us an insane burst of damage to get us to military. Okay. Now let's get our Razor Rotors down. I'm gonna have it outbuff this now. And I'm 1k short of Embrittlement, sadly. I guess we'll wait patiently for it. Actually, we can do some temp boosts. Let's see if anything can help us out. That will not. Oh, Mermonkey Storm will. Mermonkey Storm is a free several thousand damage, so check this out. Boom. Just like that, the Skull Layer is almost completely dead. And so now we don't have to worry about Rock Bloons. Isn't that awesome? Okay, there's Embrittlement, finally. Although, how much does that really help? And so, after what seems like 10,000 years, we hit the Skull. And now, let's use 2 abilities back-to-back to speed kill the ending. Awesome. The Artina will only get stronger from here, folks. It's only stage 1. And the great thing with Dread here is that his Essence will mean now the Mermonkey can work for any of the artifacts that buff, like Primary, Military, and all that stuff. Skip Extraction. Took quite long for stage 1, but I expect stage 2 and beyond to be a lot faster, especially this one, yeah. We can cut through and only have to play several, like 3 encounters here or something like that. Very, very efficient. It would save time for us to heal, but once again, I do need to upgrade my Mermonkey. So, let's press Mentor, and I think this is pretty much the most important thing I gotta do. It'll cost 7k now for 041s, but worth it. This does mean, sadly, because of the starting cash, we are just a bit short of affording an 041 straight up, so I actually have to drop other towers to survive the first couple rounds here. Or maybe just not use Mermonkey at all for these encounters. That also works too. Yep, no need for Mermonkey in the tile. If it's easy enough, we can just outbuff Razor Rotors, and that's faster. See if we can pick up anything good at the Merchant here. Taking a look, there is this thing that can let Magic Monkeys push back Bloons more, so that would give the Mermonkey utility, but you know what? I don't need it. It's kind of expensive, so we'll test our luck at the next shop here. Save the tokens, and great. We can afford it, but okay, no. If that's all I can drop, then forget about it. Forget about it. Alright, Sparkling Tile here means we're guaranteed a legendary beating this one. Oh my god. Since when the hell did Quad spawn out in stage 2? Luckily, I think we'll be fine. Can I risk going for a Mermonkey start, though? It can kind of see 3 lanes, but I literally can't drop anything else after, so it's not worth, right? Nope. Yeah, I think this is way too risky to take. Right? We're already leaking? No. We'll play it safe then, unfortunately. By safe, I mean I still have to do micro, but simply by moving my heli pilot around in a circle, it should be able to catch balloons before they leak on this map. So that's how we can speedrun quad. Okay, 3 mobs this round. I kind of have to have my Razor Rotors focus each one instead of circling. We can get away with that because it's just rainbows and all that. And great, we got out of quad without Mermonkey again, somehow. Alright, and we can buff our everything, right? Because we have Dread Bloon by 18%. Or we can have Primal Instinct, so that's 35% attack speed on close. Which honestly isn't much worse than putting it on first, in my opinion. But this is an ability cooldown rate increase, so I think I'll take that. It's very needed on Arctic Knight, especially since that can cancel out the reduced cooldown we have from the ability stacking. Anyway, 2 minigames back-to-back before the boss here. Another race on the same map, what are the odds? We can probably pull off the same thing, right? Awesome. 10k starting cash this time is enough for Arctic Knight, this thing, and almost enough for Ice Shards. Let's try to save for that first. We'll also target the ability somewhere like here. Should bounce off the beginning many times. Just watch this. We'll go to 18 rounds now. Press the ability. And take a look at the damage. Actually, I don't like that angle. I like it better if it's hitting... Hang on. There's a zebra issue, so let me get this first. A heli pilot. Let me actually target it over here. Hit the corner maybe is better. Can we go all in now? I'm feeling myself, so yes, let's do it. 27 rounds. Arctic Knight. Embrittlement. And take a look at the damage coming in. Well, it got Pierce Cap really quickly, but I promise the next ability use will be very good. Or just the main attack in general. We'll have another Arctic Knight ability to clean up this part here. Let's combo with Prickle so it gets double the attack speed. And here we go. If this race here is enough proof that I need an MIB ASAP, then yeah. I think, given I see a magic quickening, we gotta take that. That's the exact same as the military. It makes our ability cool down even faster again. Let the scaling commence. I'm gonna skip the tile here for time. If this is another race, I'll be ecstatic. Awesome. Not a timed race, but endurance race is also my forte. Alright, and watch as we go to town here. We can do up to 22 rounds, right? Arcanite's probably strong enough for that. One ability now. Oh yeah, I can handle way more than that. Again, if not for the stupid zebra balloons and everything else. 24 rounds. 25. I think we don't send out 29. 29 is a very scary group round. I think we just spam the, what do you call it? The ice shards every time they're available. It's insane damage. So our pop count goal is 350k. Keep that in mind. We're already 1/7 of the way there. We try to get a second Mermonkey. Double the abilities, you know what I mean? 30, 31. Second improvement now. Common reward earned in 1.5 minutes. Rare earned. Alright, I think I'm confident to go 35 now because we have the Brickle Megamine. Guess I'll drop one to the very backside. At this point, I feel like nothing can really stop us. Except for sending too many rounds out. That's the only thing I gotta watch out for. Here comes TDTs. But very few of them, so we are fine. I think we're fine to fast forward too, right? Yep. To play it safe, let's just chill. We hit the legendary with 2 minutes to spare. And we'll just dick around for the remaining time. Just for fun though, let me show you what happens if I use 4, I repeat, 4 Arcanite abilities at the same time. 1, 2, 3, 4. And check out the balls cover the map in an extremely satisfying pattern. What I should have done actually was maybe target them differently so that you could truly see coverage everywhere. Like this, for example. 5 abilities now. Let's use all of them. And just litter the whole screen in white balls. GG easy. Another legendary. Oh, do we go for the Alchemist buff? It's so enticing. But I could also do added preservatives, which would make my RT Knight ability last even longer. I feel like 60% is too much to pass up on. Frick it. We're taking that. After all, we still have outbuffs with our common artifacts. Anything else we can do for a big boost? I could probably pick up a common, because remember, Dreadbloon can work on it, so sure. Only because the tokens are there. We have an ungodly amount of attack speed right now. Let's see how quickly we can take down Phase. Can you not put a pontoon on the temple here? That sucks. Here's a decent compromise. Just 2 towers, that's it. Actually, we'll do a tier 4 outbuff, and that's it. That's it for real. Probably just an embrittlement, just to make sure that we don't die to any weakness that this guy has. But here we go. Let's wait for Brickle ability to combo more damage. Brickle now. And here we go. Look at that. Skull 1 immediately. It's a shame that, you know, Phase is immune to damage for a short time. Because otherwise, we probably could have done all of its damage in one go. Also, that was a really bad bounce. Turns out the bounces really, really matter. Because you see there, just did a giant burst when it all came hitting it again. So let me see. How do I angle this better to hit Phase? Is this good? Oh, no, I trolled that. No, it's fine. We got a good bounce there. And then not a good bounce here. It's kind of just stuck in this pattern. Okay, it's hitting again. Okay, I'm gonna take it off the reticle. I'll have my own targeting. So I can change it if it looks bad immediately. Or rather, my bad. If you don't have set target here, then it'll just target the way it's already targeting, if that makes sense. Like, if it's targeting a green balloon up there, then it will shoot up. I can't control it with my cursor. Not without an artifact that does that. Anyway, GG easy. It's only stage 2, but we're able to solo bosses with Mermonkey right now. The power of focusing all of your eggs into one basket. I think this is how Legends is meant to be played. I know in my first run-throughs, I was like kind of trying to squeeze out everything. Like have 10 powerful towers at one time. But 1 also works just fine. That actually took the same amount of time as stage 1, so we really gotta pick up the pace. I'm gonna blame the lack of campfires, I'm not gonna lie. This is good though. Oh, crap. What's not good is Blast Boppus. Remember, I still don't have a Mib. So we can't use Mermonkey against that. Unless I have, I think Brickle's ability, if you get a high enough level, will allow you to hit Blast Boppus or any type of balloon. Well, we got some time to figure out for the time being. We can, at the very least, heal up to full. Although the Norma Campfire is coming up, so I have to play, I'd say, at least 2 of the tiles here. Can this be another race, please? Awesome. Now, Last Resort is a pretty tough map for it. So we probably have to play a little bit safe. Especially, again, since, oh man. You can't even put that here. Oh, you can. There's a very tiny sliver. I'd rather do that than, I think, remove the pond over here. It's a very tiny... let me just check. Can I fit 2 towers here? I cannot, so... Alright, pool it is. You can't be serious. So, I actually can't put Brickle and, for some reason, because of the hitboxes, you can't put Brickle or Mermonkey up there. That's crazy. Fine. We'll have to put it on land then, as much as that blows. No Brickle then, at all. We'll have to start really slow here, okay? 15 rounds now. Okay, I should definitely be a lot more aggressive here. Just have to watch out for balloons. Yeah, no, go figure. Balloons. Zebras, really. Zebras. I'm dead. I'm dead, y'all. I don't have anything to deal with zebras reliably. Well, I got Brickle now. Somehow we're alive, but I guess that's because we have a lot of lives to work with. I need Ice Shards ASAP. Thank you, finally. We can go up to 25 rounds now, I'd say. Another ability for the Ram's coming through. That's important. I think after this improvement, we can go a lot more ham. 28, 28. 29 can wait. Alright, never say never. We're doing it. 29 now. And let's use the ability. Go, go, go. And I think we did it. Survive the Last Resort tile. If we can do that, then I believe anything is possible. That should be a legendary, right? I think it was about the same time needed to something. But we smashed that with a sub 2. Come on, anything to help us? Anything? I guess I'll have to be Heroic Edge. What Heroic Edge does is it gives all Mermonkeys 25% more pierce, so that includes Mermonkey. And then, sure, we'll take Homing Swords that do 4 damage. I wonder how that works with Brickle. Low-key kind of wishing this map was used on a final boss instead of a simple balloon encounter. Because wouldn't it have been something to watch this tower against a boss on this map? Yeah, I bet it'd be nice. Too many damn tiles, so we'll skip this even though it's easy. Chest. Anything? Not quite. We'll just pick the best one so that we have more tokens to exchange at the shop, because we got a legendary coming up. 2 of them, in fact. Which means a big chance of something good. Oh, crap. We can now upgrade our Fata Morgana to a legendary, which is now 50% of all these modifiers. So we'll trade that in as well as our corrosive torpedo darts that we just got. And I think we're good. We're low on tokens now, though, so I guess there's not much I can do in the next tile, or buy in the next tile. Unless I drop my useful artifacts. Now, this one being the least cash, I'm just gonna straight up skip. Or maybe I shouldn't? No. For speedrun reasons, we should probably skip it, but I guess I should show you how good Mermonkey is, to the point where, hopefully, we can get the legendary goal here. If I get this and this, then how much money? I need to beat 12,000. So about $4,000 worth of stuff. So I can only get 1 Mermonkey. So the other 4K would probably just be on stuff to defend the weaknesses, so the zebras. So I'm thinking just getting a helipad for that, but maybe I can wait for an end of round cash boost and get something from there that's useful. If not temporary monkey, then we'll just keep on picking damage. So stuff like that. I just leaked the zebra, so you know what? Let's not waste time. Let's just get the helipad down. Okay, this is kind of crazy. The Mermonkey is so good already that we don't even have to use the ability to defend these balloons here, these rounds. Maybe I shouldn't risk it for 29, though. 29 has a group Saram Wave. But I think we actually just wiped it out before even seeing it on screen. What is this tower? I swear to God. For the strongest OP-ness? Oh, crap. Purple's leaked. Purple's leaked. But for the strongest OP-ness, I was going to say, put it in a straight line. So you see the balls, because they only have the straight map borders to bounce off of, will shoot in a very cool pattern like that. It's kind of going the wrong way, though, but... Oh, crap. Dang it, I knew fast-forwarding too much would have been the death of me. You know what? Screw the legendary there. I'm gonna keep the lives. I just played that for fun, just to show you. Looks like there's nothing really good here. Actually, there's this. Too many cooks will apply to all of our monkeys, because we got the Dread Bloon artifact, so... 80% is so nice. But am I able to sacrifice Essence of Phase? I think I can, right? Because Essence of Phase gives camo, but I already have camo in the form of, well, my Mermonkey and my Heli Pilot. Everything, yeah. Everything hits camo already. So I think we can make this trade. I get a lot of attack speed, and in exchange I just lose camo, but I already have it. And I don't think I'm going to get the triple damage bonus. Also, forgive me, because while I have played this game for many hours, I sometimes forget basic info, like if the Arctic Knight can hit Blast Poplus with the ability. Because I know the main attack cannot. I guess we'll play Blast and C first off. Pray to God it works. Pray to God it works. Ability? And it does not work. God damn it. Okay. Let's regroup here. What do we do? Or a Heli Pilot to slowly whittle it through? Or wait for Brickle. What level does Naval Tactics apply to everything? Actually, wait a minute. It's just level 5 here. Naval Tactics can allow all monkeys to hit all balloon types. So, okay. We can damage Blast just, like, within very largely spaced intervals, okay? So let's just go. We're fine. Wait patiently. So this, and there we go. Now damage is coming through. And nice. The rock balloons, or the rocks that drop, maybe be in our favor. I don't know, but that's crazy. Just with the ability to hit one time, we got half of the HP through. What the hell? Okay, I guess we'll buy some boosts to see if anything can help us. Ability cooldown speed would be very nice. We're also still doing damage because these bolts are still on the screen. Sadly, we gotta wait for another Naval Tactics. I could honestly buy Resell Brickle. I think that would make it come up faster, but I'll be patient. Alright, here we go. Ability, and we'll use 2 of them. Well, we can't. We can only use 1 right now, because it has to expire first before we get it again. And that was fast as hell. 2 ability cycles, and that's the end of that. If we didn't have to wait for Brickle, that would have gone down a lot faster. GG easy. Also, it turns out each stage is taking about the same amount of time. What are the odds of that? It's been like bang on 18.5 minutes for all 3 stages. I've never seen it that equal before. Take a look. Yep, 19 minutes on the dot here. Bit longer than the other 2. Time for another 18-minute stage, or not. I think we're so strong now that we can beeline to the exit. This map is amazing. We are able to skip all 3 encounters here, and still have a life remaining, because I can heal at this campfire. Wait a minute, we can still do this in sub 1 hour. I thought the goal or the dream was dead. But if it's fast enough, we can end it. Let's not spend too much time thinking about what to pick here, though. Anything good instantly, and we'll take it. So 16% damage. Chest. We'll take slow and steady. And quick peek at the shop here. Nope, nothing really piques my interest, so we are good. Actually, no, it's here. Intelligence Agent here, as you see, can hit all balloon types. But because I have Brickle, and it's not Blast Poplus, I don't think I care too much. 33% is kind of a big nerf. So, let's take on Elite Bloonarius on his own map. Can we do it in 2.5 minutes? I certainly think so. Now, the thing is, Bloonarius spawns gunk at this map, so we have to get stuff on the backside just to defend leaking pinks or whatnot. I'd say this is good. We have $28,000, so you know what? Let's get 2 Mermonkeys. We can afford 2 Arctic Knights and still have a lot of money left over. Can I outbuff 2? I'm spending way too much time, actually, so let's just play. And, oh. I gotta get a decamo back here, because balloons are spawning on an annoying spot, but okay. Target reticle here. Target reticle here. Let's actually wait for... Yeah, let's wait for a Brickle ability and then combo. We can do all 145k damage in one go. Check this out, guys. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Skull 2, 3, 4, 5. All the way. It's done. One shot the final stage of Bloonarius, just like that, folks. Oh, no, we didn't. We left 1k left over. Nope, we're good. Reuse the ability again, and all we gotta do is survive 2 seconds here of all these eras. And was that not just a satisfying final kill? I think it certainly was. GG. That should be cleanly sub 1, right? Cleanly. We'll pick any of these and we'll extract, pick something good for our efforts. How about Too Many Cooks Legendary? Yeah, this is a pretty good one. Take this one out. Final score? 59-19. Stop the timer. Nice. Beat the entire campaign in 1 hour using mostly Mermonkeys as damage. Helipilots were a good sidekick for to cover the Mermonkey's weaknesses. Anyways, I know it was a different showcase compared to my usual style of covering crazy stuff, but I hope it was enjoyable because I found like this style kind of very fun. And I'd love to do more. If there's a certain combo in Legends that you think would be amazing or awesome to see a showcase of, then let me know. Otherwise, I kindly ask that you subscribe and click here for more videos. Goodbye.